It felt like the right timing, to be honest. And I love these two characters so much, and I love Blake and Anna so much, and was just like going, "Well, that was really fun, making that first one." And like, I think there's more gas in the tank for these two.
Don't trust her for a minute.
What is the game here?
To old friends, new beginnings.
And not getting poisoned.
So I'm with JoBlo. I got to ask you, I'm a huge fan of yours, but I was at the premiere of this at South by Southwest, and you did say something interesting, is that you said that this was first time you made a sequel. And I was looking back at your filmography, and I feel like people must have been hassling you for sequels to so many of your movies. Like, I mean, imagine Bridesmaids. People must have wanted sequels to that, to The Heat,
Yeah.
a lot of those. So what made you decide to finally take the plunge and do one with A Simple Favor?
It felt like the right timing, to be honest. And I love these two characters so much, and I love Blake and Anna so much, and was just like going, "Well, that was really fun, making that first one." And like, I think there's more gas in the tank for these two, but then it's the worry is basically, you got to make it as good or better than the first one. You don't want to back poison the original one. And sequels are hard because the reason the original movie works is because you're meeting these characters for the first time and you're discovering things, you're being surprised by them. At the end of a movie, if a movie's good, you kind of know everything about the person, and so you should almost kind of run out the gas in the tank, if you will, to keep using that metaphor. But this one, I thought the characters were in such a different place at the end of that first one that there was a way to then take them forward more. And then the idea of putting them in Italy and Capri was just too too much catnip for me to avoid.
And you got to go on location, I assume, which wasn't so bad.
Not so bad, not so bad. But although be warned, it's not great to work where you normally vacation because you're like, oh, it's so fun. I'm here. Oh wait, no, I got to work. Oh wait, there's problems. Wait, what? Who's mad at me?
One of the things that I really enjoyed about the movie was that Henry Golding, is usually cast as this kind of, almost James Bond-esque type character in all of his films, just because, I mean, the way he looks and the way he acts and, he's
Yeah.
poised. But in this one, you really kind of put him through the ringer, and I really enjoyed seeing like the debauched, gone to seed version of Henry Golding. I think he kind of stole the movie in some ways. That's what
He's fantastic. He came on
Yeah.
the set that first day of that first scene of the lobby where we, meet him again. That's the first thing we shot. And Blake and Anna were like, who's that? Like, that's not the Henry we remember, because Henry has, learned so much in the 7 years since we made the first one and been in so many things. And he just came in with this crazy confidence, and he wanted to make Sean a real mess. And I was like, well, that's music to my ears, my friend. We can do. Let me put a glass of whiskey in your hand and see what happens.
I'm also, I think people in a lot of ways are fascinated by Blake Lively. I mean, I think there's a lot going on right now, but people are fascinated by her. I think she has this kind of, and I've always thought the character has this kind of enigmatic side to her that really only I think she could play. I think she's one of the few actresses that could really kind of nail a part like that. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about her and further developing her character in this, because I thought she did a very good job.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's great. I
Yeah.
love working with Blake. She's so inventive and she's so smart, and we were putting together the script and developing it and all that. I was consulting with her a lot just to, I want them to want to play these roles and to be able to find new things in it. And she was really great at kind of steering towards things that she wanted to play and steering away from things that she didn't think would be either fun for her to play or be something that would be right for the character. And so, but that's a collaboration I do with all my actors. The same thing with Anna, and with Henry and all of them. So her inventiveness is really what I love the most, because we get along because we both like to go for it, and like take a chance and make something extreme and see if we can pull it off and then figure out how to ground something extreme. I mean, look, she's quite an acting challenge she has in this movie towards the end, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I brought it up to her, because that wasn't in the original script, and then we did the rewrite, and I told her, and she's like, wow, okay, I don't know. I said, I'm telling you, man, you can do this. And she's like, I'm willing to take a chance. And then so we did.
You've also made a lot of movies for theatrical and a couple of movies for streaming. When you direct a film that's for streaming, is your approach exactly the same as it would be as if you were making it for theatrical, or do you find that changes at all?
No, you don't change anything. It's all movies are made the same way. The only difference is sometimes you'll shoot an insert of text on a phone much bigger because somebody might watch it on a smaller screen, so you want to be able to read it. That's the only adjustment you make.
And do you think that you might revisit these characters? Because it does seem like there's some room open to perhaps coming back into this world.
It's very possible. I mean, there's places to go with them. That relationship is not over. And it's exactly where you kind of want it to be. Where you go like, oh, have we tapped everything out? It's like, no, there's a lot more to go.
Well, thank you very much for your time. And I have to ask you, what kind of watch is that? That is an amazing watch.
Thanks. It's a Submariner. It's a Rolex Submariner. Yeah, with what they call the Starbucks, because it's green on the outside and black on the inside. So
not bad.
I know, not bad at all.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.